Hey guys, today I'm bringing on a special guest, very, very special to me. His name is Steve. Come on over here, Steve. Sit right here, sit down, take a seat.
Thank you, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Okay, so how does it feel to be behind the camera?
What else?
That's all you gotta say?
Yeah,
You're never behind the camera.
I know.
I
I like
always-
being behind on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, you mean in front of the camera.
Yeah, sorry, in front.
I'm always behind the camera.
Yeah, I'm never in front of the camera. Wiley loves being in front of the camera. She just goes at it. Anyways, I brought him on today because a lot of people keep asking me questions in the DMs like, how did you guys meet? Oh my goodness. So we're just going to tell that story today. You can start it off, I guess.
Don't mind the mustache either.
No, mind it. You should totally mind it.
We're going to Mexico in a week and a half, so I decided to grow it out.
1 week.
A week. So
7
I decided
days.
to grow it out because it's the perfect occasion.
Yeah, it's great.
Anyways, back to how we met.
Yes, you start it.
Alright. So, as most of you guys know, some of you may not, Jordan went to USF
Go Bulls.
for college, and I did too for half of my college. What do you want to call it? College
He went to USF.
career.
Yes.
So me and Jordan initially met in college at USF in Tampa, Florida, and we were just friends. I mean, we met through mutual friends, and I always thought she was cute. At that time, I had a girlfriend, so there was nothing between us, but she always caught my eye.
So my sister dated someone in our apartment complex. So that's how it started. And that was his roommate at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there were these guys that were always up to no good. He was the study guy with his little girlfriend at the time. He studied all the time, never came out. And so anyways, his relationship was long distance, so I never actually saw him with anyone. I always thought he was just single or whatever. Hey, we're doing a video. Stop it. And anyways, so Paige started dating his roommate, my sister. And he'd always be around the guy she was dating. And then he brought another roommate around. I don't know if it's okay. I mean, it's just public knowledge, I guess. And I started dating the other guy. So now I was dating one of the guys, and my sister was dating the other guys, and then there was him. And he was the third roommate, right?
And I was the friend.
The friend of, and so he'd just come around, and I remember literally he came to our apartment with them one day, met us all, and I was like, well, it's after like at least 5 times meeting you. I looked at my roommate and I said, I will marry that guy one day. I'm going to marry him. And I had the biggest crush on him, but I was always in a relationship and he was always in a relationship. So there was never anything there. We never, ever in a million years, a billion would have thought that, I'm just kidding, would have thought that we would be dating. So then there was a pool party, remember that?
So I went to USF, but then I transferred halfway through. Ended up coming to Orlando.
Hey, you can't start there. We gotta do the whole story.
What? I
So
thought
there,
that's where we were at.
there was a lot more. The library and all that. We would just flirt a lot. There was a pool. There was a party. The party basically was. He was out on the balcony. We were joking the whole time. We were just flirting the whole time. And then I remember one of the nights, I was cheated on, and literally I was speaking with the girl who the ex cheated on me with, and we were just sitting there, and I couldn't believe that, I was cheated on, and I'm speaking to the girl, but I had no hate towards her. It wasn't her fault. They don't ever blame the girl, anyone. It's always the man's, not the man, but the person who did it's fault. So me and her became friends, and we're like, what's going on? Like, I can't believe this would happen to us. And then I was actually very upset, and he came and kind of like, he was my friend, and he's just, everything's gonna be okay, like, gave me his number. If you ever need anything, you can call me, and it was very sweet.
You see how I did that?
Yeah, so we kept in touch. Now you can tell. Then you transfer.
Okay, so then I ended up transferring schools, so I started going to UCF, and that was kind of that. Me and her never really talked. We followed each other on social media, but that's about it. I graduated, and then I was living with one of my close friends, and then I still remember because it was the McGregor and Nate Diaz fight, and me and one of my friends wanted to watch it. So we were debating on whether we should stay home or we should just go downtown and go to a bar.
You have to also touch base on how I was in the area. So I graduated from college, but you're talking about the time when we ran into each other. That's like,
gotcha.
That's far. You skipped a year. So, I'm not good at this. I'm just kidding.
No, this is the time we ran into each other.
Right, I'm talking about the time before. How did I move to Orlando? I didn't even talk about that. I lived in Tampa. So then I graduate USF. He's been in UCF for the last 2 years of college. We literally just separated. I parted ways. We always just kept in touch, Snapchat, whatever. And so then never thought anything, he moved away, and I was at USF, graduated, and then I actually was in a relationship where I moved to Orlando. That relationship was like 9 or 10 months. Yeah, and I moved to, I was in Claremont, and so I moved to Claremont, and the person that I was with, we're both very, very happy now, but it just didn't feel right for me, and so I was just missing something there. And so anyways, I'm just gonna end on that. And then so he's been living in Orlando. He graduated from UCF.
So I ended up.
So that's how I moved here.
Ended up graduating, and I was also in a long-term relationship that just didn't work out, and so that got cut off. Then fast forward to the March 5th, Nate Diaz.
Literally, like we were both just very, very freshly single,
fresh out of relationships,
not getting into anything for a long time. I was with my stepsister, which I freaking love, Michelle, and she was like, look, just come out to this fight with me. I was like, look, I'm not in the mood, I don't want to be out right now. It was kind of just, anything, you're just sad. And she literally 7 days after whatever, she dragged me out, and that's when...
And we were there.
Yeah, well, he was there, and I had no idea. I haven't seen him in years. First of all, my hair was up to here last time you saw me. Now it's down here, but now I wear extensions too. I've gotten in better shape since college. I literally I microbladed my eyebrows. There's a lot of things that I've changed. And so I don't think he recognized me, but I was on my way to my Uber. And then what?
And then I hear someone say, Steve! And then I look over at her, and she's waving and walking towards me, and it took me 2 seconds as she was walking towards me to realize who she was, and I was like, Jordan! And we ended up saying hi to each other. It was very quick, just hey, what's up? Nice to see you.
I thought he was with his girlfriend. I haven't talked to him in so long, so I was like, oh, they must still be together, and he probably thought I was with mine, and it was just very I didn't want to step on toes, and I was just okay, my Uber's here, I gotta go, but it was really nice to see you. And then what happened? Yeah,
and then she walked out, and then who was it? Was it I?
Me.
No, and then she wrote me.
Snapchat.
She Snapchatted me. Mm-hmm. We started kind of small talk. And
I said, it was good to see you. I hope I didn't offend anyone if your girlfriend was there.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, actually, I'm not with my girlfriend. And then somehow it came up that she wasn't in a relationship either. And then that kind of eased the tension. And we just kind of kept texting, and I think it was 2 weeks later, we decided to hang out, go out.
Literally, it was very friendly at first. It was just, let's hang out, let's go out. We went to Disney with one of my best friends. It was it was just hanging out, and he was literally, hey guys, we are doing a video, be polite. Marley, come here. Marley! Sorry. Stop it. Why are you so riled up? So we went to Disney, Epcot, and then I really liked him. It started as good friends who always just laughed. It was always a joke. It was always just joking.
Good times.
Yeah, it was never serious, never I'm looking for a relationship and I want this out of you, and I better expect you to be home at 9 p.m. It was never anything. It was just very look, we're not looking for anything. And then we were you know what, let's go to Vegas. So we went to Vegas, we were just...
So we ended up going to, I think it was, Paige, her sister, and her now husband, which at the time was he her fiance at that time?
No, not even that. No.
So before even he was their fiance, they were going on a trip to Vegas, and Jordan and I were dating, talking, whatever you want to call it. And then she was like, well, why don't we go to Vegas with them? Mind you, I've never met Santi, which is her now husband. And, you know, I knew Paige, I knew Jordan. I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then Santi was kind of skeptical about it. And he was like, wait, I don't even know this guy, and you're bringing him on a trip to Las Vegas with us? And so, long story short, that ended up working out because me and him are good friends and pretty much family now. And we had a freaking blast in Vegas.
Yeah, so, and then from there we couldn't help but to fight the urge of like, dang it, I don't want to be in a relationship, but dang it, I really freaking like you. Like, I love you. Like, it was just like, I was in love with this kid, and I knew that I was always, like, I always loved him. Like, not in a weird way, but like, I knew that there was always something there, and he just would be so goofy, and that's what I really look for. So, anyways, long story short.
So she moved into my house that I was renting with my roommate, and then not too long after, we ended up buying this house, and now we're here.
Now we're here, and we're getting married. It's been like 3 years more. I don't know, 3 years.
So I never officially asked her to be my girlfriend. It just kind of
happened.
Yeah, we were hanging out, and then we were just like, yeah, you're my girlfriend. Oh, you're my boyfriend. And so we picked, until we have our wedding anniversary, we picked that day we saw each other, March 5th, as our, I guess, anniversary.
Even though
it's not official, but
no, it was like, it took him like.
But when people ask us how long you've been together, we try to look back to that time because we don't really have a time to.
Yeah, it took him like literally 5 or 6 months to be like, okay, let's be official. Like, it was like literally like pulling teeth with him. So, and that was just because, you know, he wanted to make sure the next person he was with was gonna be the last person probably. So he's very, you know. And whatever, we're here now, and I love you, and you're the best. We're best friends.
And we're getting married.
Yeah, I just said that. We're getting married. So
and we got 2 pups.
At the end of the day, guys, if anyone's watching out there who's having relationship problems or who's just, I mean, I'm not professional. I've been through my fair shares of bad relationships, cheating relationships, all kinds of stuff. But now with our little family and like seeing what, you know, this guy right here is so amazing. Like, never settle. That's all I have to say. Don't settle. If it doesn't feel right, there's a million other people out there. Find your best friend. Find someone who you can live forever with, not just somebody who, you know, buys you things. Find someone that, without all that stuff, that you can literally just survive in a box with for the rest of your life. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah. And I find that a lot of people our age now, they just tend to, you know, have a checklist and look for someone. Like, I need someone, I'm at that age, this is where, you know, at this point I need to be married, at this point I need to be with someone. And I think that's the biggest mistake people make, because me and her were not looking for someone at all. And
ran into him.
We just ran into each other.
Boom. Like, whoa.
So if you focus on yourself, you know, make yourself a better person, and just focus on everything you're doing in life to be successful, that person will come into your life. And
find someone who's not going to change your life, someone who's going to make it that much better. Like, someone who lets you do what you want to do every single day, doesn't tell you, you know, doesn't put any boundary. Like, you are you. Live yourself to the fullest, live your life to the fullest, and find someone who's literally just the icing on top of the cake, or the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake. That's him. He's the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to share it because he's never here.
Our story.
And also, I wanted to mention that, you know, I did, like, sometimes I receive these comments. It's funny. We laugh about it. Sometimes I receive these comments where people are like, why aren't you with a guy who just won the Olympia? Why aren't you with a guy who's on steroids who looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Why aren't you with... And I'm like, dude, what?
I think I'm pretty buff.
No, he's amazing. He's so buff. But I don't need that. I don't want that. I want this. Like, you know, like, to me, he's like sounds silly, but the hottest guy in the world to me. But I just want to say, like, gotta look for other things and all that jazz. I don't know.
Yeah. And get yourself a wiener dog. They're the best.
Yeah, he's our baby. Hey, buddy.
Well, that's our story, guys. Hope you
Enjoyed it.
enjoyed it.
Now it's time to go dance some salsa.
Yes.
We practice a lot lately.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Bye, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. Always remember, like, comment, tell me what you want to see next. What do you got to say? Okay. Bye. I better go get the rice. I think it's just burning on the stove.